Alright, there we go.
Right.
Oh, just in time.
Yep, I had to actually run because I decided, you know what, I wanted more Pocky for dessert.
Ah,
Cookies and cream flavored. One of the, my opinion, better flavors.
I've only ever had regular Pocky, and personally I wasn't a fan.
And the basic chocolate is kind of hard to get into, but if you're not a fan of it, period, that's fine. If you are willing to try it again, I would recommend cookies and cream or strawberry. Do not take banana and chocolate flavored, in my opinion.
Eh. Well, no, Anyway, yeah, I'm here. So stream's up and recording? It looks like it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, probably only about 5 minutes left on the rice.
Okay, what? This is a new dragon I've seen. Or a wyvern. Whatever. Wyvern.
It's a wyvern, yep. You called it. Trivia time! What makes a wyvern and a dragon a dragon?
That I do not know.
A dragon's wings are independent of its arms. A wyvern has a bat-like wing, where its arms are also its wings. So, to the uninitiated, a wyvern looks like it only has 2 hind legs and no forward legs.
Interesting.
Yeah. And why do I know this? Because I've played way too much Dungeons and Dragons.
I still want to do a full campaign at least once. Though
I mean,
I'm not sure who to trust as a DM because this is probably hurt. That's gonna hurt.
I'm actually really close to finishing. Oh, if it had been anyone else, it would have hurt. But that was Dart. With his 3000 HP.
I mean, to each their own.
Alright, you're working your way back down.
Yep. But you were saying about your Dungeon and Dragon?
We're actually, not at Dungeons and Dragons, I'm actually very close to finishing up a Magical Burst campaign, soon. Probably next week. It'll be the last, session. And, like, legitimately finishing, not, that box is already open. Not ending it prematurely because someone had to move or the schedule was conflicted or shit. It would have been this week, but, you know, everyone had something they had to do. Like, one person was visiting someone in the hospital, one person was going to Mexico, one person had family over.
Oh joy, a spider.
Yeah, you thought you were safe from that here on Dragon Mountain with all these dragons. No.
More so, I think if you remember seeing a little bit of the Resident Evil stream yesterday, you know how that thing just spooked me.
I didn't actually see that much. I did log in long enough to tell you that you to insult your grammar and see you get beat up by dogs.
I gotta toss you the height then, real quick if you don't mind. Don't worry. It's gonna be just real quick. You pick. And just like that, we're back to it now for you to see as well.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look. Oh, okay, I gotta shrink the stream. This button here? No, that's not it. How do I make... Oh, this arrow. Yay, okay. I'll open it on the other monitor.
Dang, that didn't work.
Through the door. Oh, he's a big fuzzy wuzzy! How could you be scared of that? Look at him!
I didn't even see him. I didn't even see him just. Yeah, they just crawled down and it startled me because I didn't expect him to be right behind me.
He's so cute! How could you ever be scared of something so cute?
Your sarcasm is just great.
No, that's not sarcasm. It's adorable. I should probably mention I really love spiders. Ah, iron blocking. Ain't seen that in a while.
I know.
Ah, no, I can't believe you were spooked by just one fuzzy tarantula in that game.
Well, it crawled down behind me, so I didn't expect.
But it was in high definition, so you could see how extra fuzzy it was. It was great.
No, here's the funny thing. It's sort of like, well, yeah, because a deadly fuzzy spider because it was poisonous. But here's the funny thing, Mr. Like, video game spiders usually don't scare me. That was the first time one did. Also, Lloyd. Whoa, crap, that can't be good. Great, separate from the party again.
These two, they're bad at this.
Please tell me that's not a barrage I see there.
I don't know where you're looking. Up in the top right?
Yeah.
No, those are the chains. Follow it down into the lava. Those are the chains that held the divine dragon into the mountain of mortal dragon. They're broken now.
Yeah. Real spiders do creep me out a little bit, honestly. They have been since I was little.
I think I was probably scared of spiders once, but there was a point in my life where, after experiencing spiders for long enough, I decided I no longer hated them. And
I don't hate them. They just still creep me out.
Well, what it was is I came to a revelation. And when I had that revelation, I started to look at spiders in a new light, and I started to appreciate them. What was that revelation? Revelation can be summed up as, I hate flies. And maggots are disgusting.
Oh no, I agree with you there.
No, just get out. Get out. If you're gonna harass me like that, get out of here. Shoot. I don't need to think about that. Sorry.
No,
Leave.
If there's any type of insect I hate, it's the ones with the flying ones with the stingers. Bees, hornets, wasps, yellow jackets.
I don't much mind those. Like, bees will leave you alone if you leave them alone. Wasps are assholes. But, you know, one, they do have a purpose for pest control, and two, you can run away from them. Hornets actually won't chase you very far. But
and yellow jackets?
Yellow jackets are just wasps.
Oh.
They're another kind of wasp.
We'll tell that to a bee that stung me in the back of my neck when I was just walking home from college after one of my classes. I didn't even bother one of them. It just stung me for no reason.
Someone probably provoked it. I mean, I've been stung by a bee before. It stung me in the palm of my hand while I was on the parade square and not allowed to move or react to it, so I've had my encounters with bees and wasps. But, now see, Bleach, you don't get to talk about wasps. Because we have mud daubers here. Mud wasps. You know, those things that eat tarantulas.
What?
Yeah, no, the food of choice for mud daubers is tarantulas.
I've never heard of a bug that eats a spider.
There's lots of those, actually. But no, what they do is they sting the tarantula. Their venom paralyzes the tarantula. They drag the tarantula home, they lay their eggs in it, and then the wasp larvae eat their way out of the paralyzed tarantula while it's still alive. I am not afraid of spiders, Bleach, because there are much worse things than spiders out there.
Oh no, I agree there. It
Oh,
still doesn't change the fact that I'm naturally creeped out
be
by real
right back.
Dragoons.
My food is ready.
So this is how Darce's parents died. What? Moonchild and the Black Monster are the same? Demonkin, you, along with many people I've seen, have different experience with some creatures. Such as the fact that wasps continue to populate hives in my old home and wouldn't leave us alone. Heck, I couldn't get out on my balcony because of that. Thank God for Miru having wings. Jeez.
Hi. Didn't have a chance to call you this weekend. How's everyone doing? How's baby?
The moon mirror.
I returned.
So yeah, the Moonchild and the Black Beast could possibly be one and the same. From what I
The Black Beast? The Black Monster?
Black Monster, yep. The Black Monster, I mean. Thank you.
At the very least, the two sides of the same coin. One destroys, one brings blessings.
You know none of this is
Yeah, now we gotta get off the mountain and get back to the Queen. Now that we know the
yeah. It's just the higher probability.
Armor
guessing
for
that
Kongal.
Yeah, we have to get back to Queens. Now we know the.
You should equip that armor on Kongal. It's better than what he has, and nobody else can wear it.
after this battle. Dang it. Dang it. There we go. Too soon. Gosh. So if I may ask, Jim, what was with the... I'm curious about the comment you left on that video. On that YouTube video of mine that went up on Friday.
Oh God, what was it? It was
The one with the bike trick.
that was your
That was a Kingdom Hearts
want to see a sick trick.
2. Yeah.
Well, simple. He moves so fast that you couldn't at the frame rate the things are going at. Most people would not have seen where he was until he was directly behind you.
It's also because somehow he rocketed off the rock. Normally he doesn't do that.
Like teleports behind you. Nothing personnel, kid.
I think he more so fell right behind me.
I know, but I was referencing that old like edgy Sonic the Hedgehog thing.
Oh, good lord.
Like you've never heard that? Like nothing personnel, kid. You've never heard
Nope.
that? How have you been on the internet this long and avoided that?
Either I've never heard it or I forgot about it after so long.
Man, it's a meme. It's like teleports behind you. Nothing personnel, kid. Like that's an
Oh, that's
ancient.
why I've usually just not paid attention to much memes.
Man, that was a classic at this point, which is a painful thing to say about a meme, but you know, doesn't make it less true. Rice is still hot. Tried mixing some chicken stock into the water.
Healing breeze. I need that.
Healing breezes are nice. You'll be able to buy them soon. I think you can buy them. Like, even the most basic-ass healing potion is better than most healing items in most games. You know?
Oh, that's definitely giving him a lot.
Like, a basic healing potion in Legend of Dragoon is miles above that of a healing potion in, say, Final Fantasy. Because it always heals for exactly half of your maximum HP.
Speaking of, I'm happy that I finally have finished the videos for Final Fantasy IX upload-wise.
Yeah. That was the voiced playthrough, right?
Yep. Unfortunately, that is not true, Team Anakin. But just how the way I choose to live my life.
Honestly, Demonican, I didn't need to think about bleach and virginity at the same time, so stuff it.
Okay. But would you believe that Kingdom Hearts boss that did that trick is pretty much widely by the fan base the hardest super boss in the series, as well as the best super boss in the series? Would you believe that term?
Anything's better than Sephiroth. Look, Mike, they didn't exactly set the bar high.
Would you believe me, there's a boss actually worse than KH1 Sephiroth.
Oh, I don't doubt that. Not for a second. In all fairness, though, optional extra bosses in games tend to be bullshit. Still not the most bullshit one out of an entire series.
Tend to, yes, but not all.
In Kingdom Hearts, maybe, but out of Final Fantasy, I can think of one boss that's actually worse.
Do tell.
Let me just check the record on it right now.
And if it is who I think it is, I'm gonna probably say I am thankful I've never got to him because I stopped playing the game way too early. I'll need some healing, thank you very much, because everyone's getting fairly low. And I don't feel like guard spamming. As effective as guard spamming is, I just don't feel like it right now.
Well, let me just,
Which is what?
Die. Hard blade.
Wow, that was awful timing. But it still kills him.
okay, so the average time required to beat the boss I'm talking about, roughly an hour, maybe two, of continuous fighting.
Who is it?
Yizmat. Final Fantasy
I
12.
knew it. I knew it, because I've heard a lot of people talk about how bad that fight is just because of how much HP he has.
50 million
I think it
HP.
Yeah, people
And
are
if you
saying
fuck
that
up,
he has-
if you fuck up your order and planning, you can accidentally use the restore spell on him.
which would fully heal him.
Fully heals him.
Make you have to do all the work over again.
Mm-hmm.
I am thankful I stopped the 12 fairly early because I heard that was.
Well, it's an optional boss. My problem with Final Fantasy 12 is the inability on the PS2 to uninvert the X-axis. I can't play like that. I have less than an hour in Final Fantasy 12 because the inverted X-axis makes me nauseous.
I don't blame you. I still need to fight the. I still need to beat the optional boss of Final Fantasy 9, and honestly, that one actually looks interesting.
I mean, this game also has an optional late game boss, but I'm not going to make you fight it. Putting aside that fighting it requires you to switch discs, it's kind of bullshit. And it's only really beatable with large amounts of grinding.
Yeah, like I will say, like for Kingdom Hearts 1's optional bosses, I say it's less more that they're. I mean, some of them are kind of bullshit, I'll admit, but it's more so I'd say because Kingdom Hearts 1 is just very clunky. If you compare it to like games like 3 and 2, it is extremely clunky, and it's
I mean,
surprise.
as the only Kingdom Hearts game I've ever played, I can say that if that's clunky, I'm excited to see. I can't imagine how smooth the gameplay for the next two were.
Heck, even
Because, like, you call it clunky, but I don't know if Kingdom Hearts 1 was some of the smoothest damn gameplay I've experienced in a long time.
well, again, whenever you get the time to playing 2 or even 3, that is, if you do, you will see.
If I do. I do have 2, the original version for the PS2. I might play it one day, I don't know. If I maybe on when the store maybe when the store working goes under renovations, I might do it then, because then I'll have 3 weeks to myself.
Base 2 is fun, I'd say, though it has gotten some mixed reputation after the final mix version. As in that a lot of people say this. I'm trying to remember how to. Alright, that's how I changed the camera angle. Basically, from what I've heard people say, oh, I accidentally went to Dragoon on accident. That was my bad. Whoops.
Okay, grammar Nazi time. Bleach?
What?
By accident, not on accident. By accident! For Pete's sake. Bloody Americans.
Oh,
No, not bad.
yeah, I guess
You got 4 of them. Yeah, I just button mash for the second half of Moonstrike. Just like a slow button mashing. Look at the bright side. At least with Meru, she gets her gauge back up fairly quickly.
That's true.
She does a lot of damage, eh?
Yep.
Want to see why? Go to your status screen.
Yeah, while I'm getting to that, right, what I left off for Killers 2. From what I know from the community, they said, like, as fun as 2 it is, unfortunately, a lot of, like, press X and occasionally triangle to win in the original. Final Mix is the one that changes that with actual challenging and good optional bosses.
Anyway, yeah, go to status. And go to Meru. So there's something about Dragoons that are tied into the Dragoon level. The higher your Dragoon level, the higher a certain set of numbers gets. On the under the stats, see that column labeled Dragoon and all the percentages under it?
Yeah.
Those are the stat adjustments whenever you enter Dragoon form. Meru gets 215% attack and 230% defense. And 230% magic defense.
Good lord.
And with her, look at her high base magic attack, and then add the 165 to that.
Good lord.
Shauna, well, look at Miranda. Big numbers! And considering she has the highest magic defense in the game, that's pretty scary.
Wow.
Kongo's got some big numbers there. It's the only reason he can survive some magic attacks late game.
Even Albert has some big numbers.
Yeah. And as your Dragoon level increases, those numbers increase.
Huh.
So Meru is pretty strong.
Yeah, like, that's just what I've heard from the community, though, for too. You're free to play it however you want, Sturm.
Well, like I said, I don't have the final mix. I have the physical copy of the for the PS2.
Yeah, the only way you can get the final mix is via the collections on PS3 or PS4.
Neither of which I have. Oh, let's face it, they'll also probably release it for the PS5.
Actually, they said the PS5 is backwards compatibility with PS4 games.
Oh, the Final Mix Collection's physical copies?
Yes, as in physical
Hmm.
copies. It's pretty much in the 1.5 HD remix and the 2.5 HD remix collection.
Well, it'll probably be on the PS5 PSN store then.
Again, PS5 has been confirmed to be backwards compatibility with PS4 games, so you could just play the PS4 one.
I meant the digital copy.
Oh. Yeah, then likely yes.
I am still kind of salty that a game I really want to play was a PS3 exclusive and only on the PS Network.
What game was that?
Dynasty Warriors Gundam Reborn.
Ah.
I'm salty about that.
Oh, 67. Okay, you like Glendale at 67?
Anyway, speaking of physical copies, I actually have a physical physical copy of the game you're playing right now.
I wouldn't be surprised of that.
All four discs intact, unscratched, and a working PlayStation 1 Lite.
I mean, I have a physical copy of Final Fantasies 7, 8, and 9. I need to go back and finish 8.
No, it just occurred to me, my PlayStation, not counting all the cables and controllers, is about the same size as this when it's in. Something to think about.
Yeah, I guess the only downside is whenever you play Kingdom Hearts 2 is that you won't be able to fight the guy I was fighting. But considering I was doing that fight at level 1 on that clip.
Yeah. Also, I think you check your additions for check your additions once you're in the forest.
I think I got a new addition as someone.
I think Maru's finished Hammer Spin.
Let's check.
If memory serves, 70 is the most. Oh, right, cutscene. Ha 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 ha.
Oh, not this asshole again.
This is the second time he saved her.
Wait, when was the first time?
Back in Tibaroa, when she was visiting the kingdom, he saved her from some bandits that tried to kidnap her. In the coastal city, the flower city of Donau.
Also, wow.
Kaboom.
God, every time I see that, Lloyd's just scary powerful. Don't take them to the castle, you fool.
She doesn't know.
Oh yeah, she is done with Hammerspin. So cool bookie it is then.
I don't know. I doubt it because I doubt we can get him
Want to bring in one of either Albert or Congo in for a little bit and hopefully get. Wait, Albert's the only one that can go up to level 5. I think Congo's is max Dragoon level is 4.
No,
right?
no. He gets all 5 levels. His Dragoon edition only goes up to level 4. He only gets 4 swings in. The catch is that his physical attack is so grossly high it doesn't matter. Which actually makes it easier to get his full edition anyway. But it also means that there's no real point in ever doing special with him, because if his edition is easy, then why use a special with him? Use it on someone whose edition is harder.
Yep. We have to get moving quickly. I know the way. I know the way to the.
On the way. On the way.
Yeah. Watch that. This YouTube link I'm sending you through my phone either now or later, and that will show you the hardest super boss in the series, only in Birth by Sleep for the PSP.
Average day for Terra.
I think that guy's probably the slowest character.
Oh, look at this edgy squall! Look at this edgy squall Leonhardt reject. Ooh, that's 1 HP.
Yep.
Does he have a thing that prevents him from taking lethal damage under certain circumstances?
Oh yeah, it's an ability that they've added in Kingdom Hearts 2, who called once more. It's just a second chance prevents you from dying if the damage would do more than your HP, as in you'll survive with 1 HP. Once more does it combo-wise as well, so you could get comboed but be stuck at 1 HP if you have once more until the combo ends. Then next hit will kill you.
I appreciate the music he's using here. Da, 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 da.
God, Gus.
Oh, jeez. This is messy.
And did you see him use Mega Flare yet, by the way? As in Terra. Holy crap! I did Gust of Wind dance.
Oh yeah, I suppose I should be watching the stream at the same time. Oh, you pulled off Gust of Wind Dance?
Yep.
Why you're not
That is annoyingly hard.
website?
Yep.
What the state is saying? Why are you doing something different? You know, Nick had this at work too, and I said, you know, the thing is you guys are young, you don't have the level of
See, as you're watching that super
to say, you know,
boss,
stand
yeah,
up and say,
he's fast.
this is a fight. This is
Many of his attacks do a lot of damage, sometimes comboing you to 1 HP. And he also only flinches when he wants to, so you could pull a combo off him the entire time and he won't flinch. He's that bad.
I take it this is the critical mode playthrough?
Oh, no, I don't even know, but to be honest, like, he's hard even on normal and proud.
comes down to getting
He's even that hard on normal and proud.
but they're wrong. You know,
He's
so
just
whether or not
overall terribly badly designed.
but that's a violation of federal law. When they don't take on the I-9, when they don't take your passport card, it's a violation of federal law. They can't say, oh, we don't do that. You know, and see, at my age, I'll sit there and go, I'm sorry, tell me why you're not following federal law. You know, and I'll let them try to explain. And you know, in a situation like that.
Yeah, should I mention if you try to blast him with Mega Flare, he jumps over.
I'm assuming it's critical mode because this guy just drops to like 1 health upon any hit.
Federal law. So
I think it could be any difficulty because even
Uh,
this guy dealt, he's dropped me to like
Anyway.
1.
say, so
back to the correct live stream.
here I can send this because I had sent the thing that, you know,
Imagine you're talking to someone in your background there.
and I said,
That's my mom talking to, I think,
I said, look,
someone
here's what
on the
your
phone.
website says. My son went in to get an ID and had his passport card, and he was told that he needed a full passport. You know why? When this is what your website says. And the idiot, see, even there, the idiot.
Yeah, the
came
house
back
is this
with,
way.
attached
Right.
is what you need to get an ID. I replied back, and I said, you did not answer my question.
Yeah, I'm guessing now you saw why he's so bad just by that video alone.
So, was the
Aren't you glad Sephiroth isn't as bad as that guy?
Here was the first thing. I said your website attached, you know, attached a copy, indicates a U.S. passport card is a valid proof of identity.
Well, Sturm?
My son went to an
I take it someone's talking in your background there.
only a
Yeah.
passport is acceptable. Could you please confirm the U.S. passport card in lieu of a passport can be used to obtain an Arizona ID? Your clarification on this matter is much appreciated. They came say, good morning, thank you for your inquiry. I attached the acceptable ID requirements. Okay, I said, you did not, and I replied back, you did not answer my question. All you did was provide me the information that I had already attached with my request. Second, should the clerk have accepted my son's passport card in lieu of his passport when he applied for an Arizona travel card? They did not, and told him only a full passport was acceptable. Please confirm this was an error on the part of the clerk. I got back. Good afternoon. The MVD agent was incorrect. A valid, unexpired U.S. passport card or U.S. passport card is acceptable. So, you know, I can send you this, but I mean, you should be able to get an Arizona ID now. Do you guys have your tax return that you filed last year? And did you
Like, are they talking to you or just near you?
No. Near me. Remember, I'm in the same.
report income? Did you have
I'm in the. My bedroom is in the same room as my mom's office, and
two is what
where we eat
Oh, okay.
and watch TV. I do not have my own. I do not have my own room yet. Once we actually move into
Well,
a
then,
condo,
gives
I
us
will
more
have
time
my
to
own
appreciate this game's plot.
your social security
Yep.
number on it? That is acceptable in lieu of a social security card to get an ID. for the attachments, from them that showed it. But here, I'll forward you what the ADOT confirmed, that if that's what they told you, they were incorrect. So if you go back and somebody says it again, you can say, excuse me. Right here it says you're wrong.
I'm gonna go get a second serving. Be right back.
All right.
Okay? I gotta get my butt going here. I got so much work to do. Okay. Okay. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye.
Oh, she sees it. That's his. Oh, shit. Where's the play? Where do I heal again? I gotta remember. Oh, right here. Jeez, I forgot how much money I have. I guess that's what I get for grinding additions. You okay, boy? Let's see, can I buy the healing breezes? Yes, I can, but I'm pretty much filled up.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back. I'm trying to get rid of some of this, my stuff so I can buy some healing breezes.
Okay, so spirit potions are useless. Sell those. It will always be more effective to just use an addition.
This dissolving petrification might be better to just sell that, I think.
Always hold on to your at least one depetrifier.
Okay.
I would probably recommend selling the attack ball because it can use useless status items. And I'd say sell the burnout because you've got much better options at this point in the game. And there you go.
Anything else to
That's some
sell?
inventory space for you.
Oh, I have another attack ball. Wow.
Sell the total vanishing as well and the recovery ball. The recovery ball is a gamble. The total vanishing is garbage.
You know, I haven't had to use the magic sig stone in a long while. I'm surprised.
It'll come in handy.
What about the charm?
It's one of those
potion?
items you get super early game that's more useful in the late game.
What about the charm potion, would you say?
It's not a repeating item, so you can sell that willy-nilly. You can buy one later if you need it, but charm potions are for cowards.
Charm potions are for cowards? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Just want to make sure I'm fully upgraded on weapons. It would show numbers if I... Yep. Which means I am... Armor of Legends. Oh, right. That's...
Egregiously expensive and not really worth it at the state of the game. Besides, its counterpart, the Legend Cask, is much better. Because the Legend Cask also increases magic attack in addition to magic defense. And it's a hat.
Okay, now I need to head out to where they said the glacier place, which...
Take a left up ahead instead of going to the
Yeah.
forest.
Yeah, doesn't that boss, though, look very bad? That optional boss I showed you, Sturm?
Looks rough, yep. And of course, the boring design doesn't help.
You want to know what's the best strategy many people recommend it to beat him?
What?
Spamming the same move, attack Thunder Surge over and over again.
Spam. In the end, spam is always going to be the best option for most bosses in most games. There's usually something that can cheese it that the rest of the community will look down upon you for using. Oh, hey, it's a wounded bear. That's a bear. Yeah.
I mean, I'm generally one that likes to advise for some optional bosses win by a skill first, but that's one optional boss I say no, just spam. He's not worth trying to win via skill. Like the guy I was fighting in Kingdom Hearts 2, Nix, for example, Storm is one I'd say win via skill because I've beaten him level-wise via skill before. I don't know. What's your opinion on the matter of like winning your first time via skill versus being feeling like you're forced to resort to spam?
Even challenge bosses still need to be fun and challenging. You can't just have one or the other. Well, actually, no. You can have fun without challenging, but it's hardly a challenge boss. But an extra boss that's challenging but not fun is not a very good extra boss. An extra boss that's challenging and fun is a good extra boss.
And that's how I feel about the guy in Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, known as Lingering Will. He actually is hard and feels very fun because he has a lot of patterns that you pretty much have to learn how to get around them, like timing your guards, knowing when he's vulnerable to attack. It's actually legit fun and feels like I'm learning his patterns. And every time I mess up, it's like, oh shoot, I guarded too early or too late. You get what I'm saying, right? The ones that, like, when you mess up, you know it's your fault, not a bad design. I'm sure you have some you faced that were like that. Oh god, please tell me there's no ice physics storm. So Queen filled her loneliness. Oh god, oh god. Sturm, why? Sturm, are you there?
Yep.
Why is this a thing? Ice physics. Oh no.
Oh, I forgot about the ice physics. I'm trying to remember if they ever actually caused an issue.
That's a mammoth.
Yeah, it's just called Mammoth.
This white background is terrible.
Oh, this is the worst. Oh, you have the Spear of Terror equipped.
Nice. I'm guessing you're not going to fault me for any addition mess ups.
I fuck up additions all the time here. I'm still going to give you a hard time for Cool Boogie, but... So Fearful. Doubles incoming physical damage, reduces outgoing physical damage. Sucks when it's put on you. Check your party status. Like, open your menu. I want to check something here. Okay, you're good. Just wanted to make sure Meru wasn't poisoned. Because that can happen with hazardous breath.
I think I would have seen it. Yeah, there's one thing I hate the most in video games. It's ice physics. So many people complain about water physics in games, and it's like, no, ice physics plain and suck. I couldn't even get off a full edition there because of the. Oh god, I just realized this is a terrible area for darts, isn't it? This is a terrible and good area for darts, isn't it? Because everything is water-based. Ow! Damn it. Damn it. I'm guessing you went to get food or something, Sturm? Or...
No, I'm still here.
Ah. Yeah, I can see this is a bad area for darts because everything's water-based.
I mean, Dart does double damage to everything here. What weapon do you have equipped?
Let me actually check for a dart. What weapon do I have equipped for him?
Heat Blade. So yeah, he just explicitly does double damage. If you had gotten the no, look, another Heat Blade. Now here's the thing: you actually missed an upgrade weapon for Dart. There was a better weapon for him, the Mind Crush, in Cadessa. So Dart will do double damage to anything with that is water element here, but he will do less damage than he should to anything that is not a water element. So, for example, the Mammoth.
Ooh, Meteor Fall. What's that?
An item, a attack item.
Yeah, Monica, I just never liked ice physics in games. Water physics, I could like get around if they were done right. Damn it! I don't like that. Almost had it. Come on! I want a different title background other than this white one. Note to self. white backgrounds when trying to do stuff that requires timing that suck. Gushing magma.
Gushing magma is a multiplier item. You know, when this button that you spam for, like what's it called?
Burnout?
Like burnout, but attacks everything. It's actually not bad for clearing waves of mooks that are giving you a hard time, or boss battles with multiple opponents, or these fuckers.
It's a penguin.
Emperor Penguin, I think. Landskater. Alright, dumb names. Hey, at least Meru takes half damage from all the magic here. Unless it's a mammoth.
Damn it. I'm gonna probably keep complaining how much I hate this white background. Sorry, Mr. Erm, if it gets annoying.
Oh, don't worry. I hate the glacier for that exact reason. There's another region with this issue, but not as bad. But yeah, no, Kashua Glacier's blue on white is not great for editions.
There we go. Finally, cool boogie done right. I feel I'm gonna have to use a healing breeze soon. Or not?
Wonder if this could get us in trouble with the SPCA for murdering penguins. Nah. They're landskaters, after all. They're definitely not penguins. It's the only enemy in that game that looks like that, but let's not call it a penguin.
Okay, so we have an ice sliding puzzle here. I see some treasures that I want. Phoenix Plume. What does the Phoenix Plume do again?
It's the Phoenix Plume. It's a piece of headgear. I think it doubles your MP? I want to say something like that. Or no, I think it guarantees you status immunities. Not bad. I scroll all the way down to the bottom. Ah, yeah, it grants a bunch of status immunities and increases your magic defense. Maybe not on dirt. Anyone can wear it, of course, but most of the time it's going to come at the cost of physical defense. It's a pretty good deal as far as things go, especially the status immunities. Albert was not a bad choice for it, but it does hurt his magic attack. Meru doesn't really need it. Kongol can get a lot of mileage out of it because Kongol's physical stats are so high that the defense to hit doesn't really hurt him.
Honestly, I think that would be good. Fear cuts. Fear, from me said, cuts his attack.
Bewitching is the one that makes him attack your allies. Confusion is the one that makes him attack random things and or run away. Fear cuts his physical stats, which is his kind of his gimmick anyway. And Dispiriting prevents him from gaining SP. So Phoenix Bloom, not a bad choice on Kongol.
Yeah, honestly, I think, agree with that, because the one thing I don't want is my big physical attacker like Kongol suddenly getting bewitched or confused and suddenly dealing all that large damage on me.
I mean, I remember at some point you got confused and Shauna wrecked your shit, so...
I know. Yeah, I remember that. That was actually funny. Dancing Ray. Hey, that's the exact thing that stupid Jewel used on me. Right? Right, Sturm?
Pardon?
Dancing Ray.
Dancing Rays. The multiplayer item attacks everything. Dark element will be used a little bit later. No, the next ice column to the left. That one there, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I've seen it. Don't worry.
Use that save point. You're gonna need it.
Boss coming up.
Boss coming up? You slid out of the save point. Anyway. No, boss coming up, more like bullshit's coming up.
Well, if that's gonna be how it is, I'm gonna get myself a drink of soda. 'Cause I don't drink alcohol. Be right back real quick. I'm back. I'm back, Sturm.
Yep.
This is gonna suck, I can tell.
Let's see.
Oh, there's a bit of a path still. I'll get that check later.
Are you ready for bullshit?
Well, I got the soda, so yes, I am now.
Let me just, who's pinging me? What's the most dangerous thing you can encounter in the wilderness? A wounded animal.
Oh. Good lord, what is that?
Try choosing your targets. Can you only attack the Wendigo? Okay.
Yep.
Then attack the Wendigo. Just, go at it.
This is probably going to be a bad thing.
No. You can harm it as normal. There's just something about this boss. Okay.
Is this like Congo all over again?
No, it doesn't punish you for failing additions.
We'll go on.
So those wiggling bone bits you see there, yeah, that's its rib cage. That's just outright its rib cage. Anyway, there are two ways to kill it. So the first way is to attack it until its HP is depleted. The other way is that, well, you'll see. So suppose you're wondering how healthy he is. He's got 12,000 HP.
Good lord.
Oh wait, 12,800.
He really does not like Miru.
Miru should probably guard.
I almost want to go into Dragoon right away as soon as he gets.
Dragoon would probably be a good idea, actually. Unload into him with Dart using the special. If there's any time to use the Dragoon, this is a good time. No, not the...
Oh, I'm an idiot. That was my. I'm sorry. I hit it on accident. Up. Hold on.
Anyway. No, don't load. This can still be workable. Just don't use physical attacks instead. Instead, use your final burst. Use it 3 times. Or 4 times if you get Miru to use a Sun Rhapsody on him when he's down to 10 mana. Because this will do a lot of damage to this fella.
Yeah, the red-eyed dragon is not worth it right now.
Wait, what?
The red-eyed dragon.
Don't use it. It'll do the same damage as Final Burst. It's just meant to hit all targets with it. Its tooltip is a typo.
That did a lot.
Yep.
I'm guarding with Miru for now. Oh boy, what's this?
Magic. Good thing darts a Dragoon, otherwise this would hurt a lot. Surprisingly, he doesn't actually cast that at max level. He only casts it like level 2 or 3. There you go. Gust of Wind Dance.
Nice. Yeah, it might be better to just put Miru in item duty because she's gonna do half damage to this.
Well, she does have a good magic attack. Let's take a look at your items.
No, here's my idea. I'm thinking
Um,
using that.
hold on to those, actually. Hold on to those. He's something he'll do later that you're going to need those items for.
So hold on to all of these. What you're saying?
Yeah, hold on to them for now. You'll need them later in this fight. Because those are all attack all items. Don't use the Hit Sun Rhapsody yet. Wait for Dart to be almost out of a MP. Speaking of which, round 2.
Have another final burst.
Now this guy's gnarly when you get a good look at him. Half the lower half of his skull is exposed, his rib cage is broken open, and you can see his beating heart. He's missing an arm, he's got no skin on his tail.
Even though I don't like the level a lot, you know who he oddly reminds me of?
What was that? I can barely hear you.
Even though I don't like that level a lot, do you want to know what he reminds me of?
Still can't
That
hear you.
boss. He reminds me of that boss in Titania for Star Fox 64.
You sound like you're talking through a tunnel right now.
I do not know why.
Oh, that's better. Were you leaning away from your mic or something?
No. I'm the same distance as I always am.
Okay, yeah, that's weird. The mic's gone again. Yeah, no, you're sounding a bit weird over the audio for all of a sudden.
What?
Oh, no, it's fixed.
Oh, I think I know why. It might be net connection. Hold on. I think I know what's going on. I think I know.
It keeps flickering back between clear and unclear.
Let me try and fix it just by plugging this.
Like,
Here comes its arm again.
boink. Now that does magic attack, by the way. That's a magic attack. Might be a good time to use...
Yeah, healing breeze. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Healing Breeze or a Healing Fog. Oh, you only have one Healing Fog. Yikes.
Yeah, because I had to use a lot of it on the stupid jewel, I believe. Or was it on the Divine Dragon? I don't.
Probably the Divine Dragon. It could have been the Jewel. The Jewel's bullshit, after all. Anyway, another final...
Jewel's the worst boss to me.
Another final burst. The Jewel is tedious, as far as I'm concerned.
I don't remember. Do you have an Xbox One, though, Sturm? Or no?
I do not. I have an Xbox 360, a PlayStation 2, a PlayStation 1, and a Nintendo Switch. And a 3DS.
I heard a lot of fans also want to get the Kingdom Hearts collections on the Nintendo Switch. The only game they said they cannot get to the Switch because it uses too
another
much
Fatal
power.
Blizzard.
The only game they said of the Kingdom Hearts series they cannot put on the Switch because it is surprisingly more powerful, too powerful for the Switch to handle is...
Yeah, I get you. This would be a good time to use that Sun Rhapsody on Dart. So there is a guard with Albert. One more hit and he's dead. Anyway, this boss has a special gimmick. That basically he traps one of your party members in its ribcage. It'll summon 2 ads, and it won't release your teammate until you kill the ads. If you attack the Wendigo, I believe it hurts your teammate.
Oh, joy.
But when it does spit them out, you get a shot at its heart. Its body has 12,800 HP. Its heart has 3. The catch being is that you can only ever deal 1 damage to the heart at a time. So this battle is either a DPS check or a test of endurance. I prefer to play it like a DPS check because Dart is bullshit. In fact, you're probably halfway through its HP.
I almost feel
Bleach?
another... What? What?
Hello? Okay,
No, I'm still here.
you just weren't talking.
I'm just pretty much like debating if I should guard with Miro or use another healing breeze because poor Albert there.
Albert might be fine. Actually,
actually-
you use Meru's Dragoon.
Right, I forgot about that.
Because what I was about to get to is that this ability that allows him to latch onto your teammates doesn't work on Dragoons. In which case, when Albert's turn comes up, I recommend you turn him into a Dragoon too, because he can do something that really fucks this thing over. Rainbow Breath.
Because very likely he's gonna probably do it soon. Though Dart's almost out of Dragoon.
But yeah, this thing has the interesting distinction of having a lower physical defense than magical defense.
Interesting.
So yeah, go Dragoon with Albert. Rose Storm.
Yeah, that's something we haven't used in a while.
Yeah. Just half
What did
damage
you
for
get?
3 turns.
What did Gas Bliss do again? I don't remember.
A single target wind magic attack. It is worthless against anything that's not Earth element. Because Albert's magical attack is so bad. It's not the worst. Kongol's worse. Kongol's magic attack is, why does this guy even have magic in the first place levels? Gas Bliss is at least usable. So this is going to do reduced damage because they're already in Dragoon form. And then reduce damage again because of Rose Storm.
So it's gonna do probably...
A pittance.
Wow! That was pathetic.
Now Meru can just attack. And it's in the red HP.
There we go. That is good.
And another final burst because, you know, you're not
That's
going to be
the
using
last-
this for a while otherwise.
That is the last final burst I can use.
At least until you get 100 more SP. Which would require a minimum of 5 completely successful moon strikes. Probably more, because you're bad at it.
More so, well, yes, I'm bad at Moonstrike, and also it's the fact that the blue and white is not helping me.
Yeah. And physical attacks with Albert.
Come on. There we go.
Need to get a little bit sooner on that last one.
Well, he's not at level 5.
Well, no. Your attack. There's still one more attack in the attack chain, even from level 1. Your Dragoon level does not affect the number of attacks. I told you that.
So he's dead, and he didn't get to that phase that you mentioned.
Yeah, no, he can't use it on Dragoons. Level up Albert. Level up Meru. Oh, Hastrel. And that brass knuckle is, of course, for Hastrel.
Barely defeated it. Barely defeated it.
So, the brass knuckle. Brass knuckle gives, when equipped by Hastrel, gives Halbert a chance to one-hit KO non-boss monsters.
You mean Haschel, not Albert.
Well, Hastrel, yeah. It just has a chance to automatically kill whatever it hits.
Jeez.
It has the same effect as the can't combat skill that many monsters have.
I mean, why not? Okay, continuing on. Upward.
So yeah, this used to be a flying fortress.
Interesting. Rave Twister.
Magic attack item.
Oh.
It's the tornado that's used to... it's the a wind magic that attacks everything. Think there's a save point in here?
We still have time to continue?
Yeah, there's a
Not
save
yet.
point up ahead. It's
Great.
8:42. We've been at this for an hour and 40 minutes. So those green things up above, those are teleporters.
I mean, I can go on a little bit longer unless you can't.
I mean, I can go as long as you want.
I could probably go until like 9, until the next ball. This or so, depending how long this place is. Ah, damn it. Wow.
Ah, yes, the icicle ball. It's a spider urchin, retextured to be like a candy cane.
If you can even call that a candy cane. Oh, look, I used the spirit potion.
You can move with the D-pad or thumbstick to change which portal you enter. No, I do not remember my way through here.
This is such a weird place. Mage ring. Oh, good lord. Is this a teleporting maze puzzle?
There's your save point.
Okay. I don't like that flash. Okay.
Save.
Yes, I know. Because we're about to fight Lloyd again, probably. We have to stop him here and now. Swear to God, if he's not the main antagonist, I'm gonna be surprised. Because I'm sorry, everything's been built up that to make it seem like Lloyd's the main antagonist. What on earth is he wearing? Soa? Oh boy. Oh boy, here we go, fighting Lloyd.
Been finally get to face this guy after chasing him for so long. By the way, do not, I repeat, do not use Dragoon. And that's not true. You can use Dragoon on your turn if you will have it for one use. So Albert can use Rose Storm, and that's it.
I'm almost waiting to guess it's just like that one girl whose name
No.
escapes me that...
He does not go berserk.
Oh right, the sword!
The sword.
I'm willing to guess it's an instant kill.
Yeah,
on-
he gets an instant attack that only works on Dragoons, which means Meru cannot use her Dragoon form in this battle. Because she still has too many uses of it left. Now, with this said, this guy has half the HP of the Wendigo. And his defense isn't even all that much better than the Wendigo's, actually. It's the same.
I don't think I've even fought any Wendigos, have I?
You just killed one.
Oh, I thought it was the Wingolies, and I was like, oh wait, it was that one girl as well. Speaking of which, that one is also gonna be in the anniversary clips term of how you told me she goes berserk at the sight of Dragoon.
So there is another way to cheese this fight, but I don't think you have the item required to do it. This is gonna hurt. I think about it, bringing Albert might have been a mistake. Well, no, Rose Storm's that useful. Oh yeah, Rose Storm's just gonna prevent this from doing all that much damage.
So I made a good move then.
Cool attack though.
This is a very long animation on the looks of it. Okay, I got one favor to ask you here, Sturm. Oh, good lord!
Huh. Oh. And that was half damage. Anyway, what were you saying?
I was gonna say, after the stream, I would like you to send me the music track for this battle. Because I can barely hear it with how low I have the TV, but it actually sounds pretty cool, I think.
Okay, let me figure out what track is actually playing. Yeah, attack him with Albert. Albert has to be attacking. You can't resort to guarding with him.
Ouch. Would it be a bad idea to use some of my magic items on him? Sturm?
Hmm?
Would it be a bad idea to use some of my magic items on him?
Well, since you didn't have to, he's got a high magic defense, but it won't hurt you to use them. Especially since you didn't end up having to use them against the Wendigo.
I'm just trying to decide what to use. Oh, right, I could double my agility. I forgot that. For one... Is that 3x meaning 3 turns? Sturm.
Hmm?
Does that 3x mean 3 turns? With a speed up?
3 turns, yeah. Oh, you have the speed up, that's right. Use that on either Dart or Albert.
Dart it is. He's my probably biggest damage dealer right now.
Too slow.
What did he just do there? Damn it, I messed up my timing there. I am not sure if I wanted to go to the powerful ones yet or not. But I feel like I should just deal a lot of damage to him.
If I could, I can't actually hear the stream. One sec. And there's no way to transfer audio for the audio to play, is there?
No.
Darn. Oh well. I can always Google it. I'm trying to remember what theme is playing here.
Alright. But yeah, should I use the powerful or the regular ones? Like, should I use Spectral Flash or should I use something like...
Anything that says multiplier is one of those ones you gotta mash the button for. Anything that just says powerful A attack is just throw it and fire and forget. Bear in mind that Lloyd is non-elemental, so, you know, you're not going to be getting any bonus damage.
That's fine. Alright, then let's just do the mash one. Woohoo! Okay, that's good.
I think he uses the same theme as the Virages, actually.
Yes. Go.
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Yeah, it's Boss Battle 3.
Oh, it's just called Boss Battle 3. It doesn't have any cool
That's all it's
names,
called, is
really.
Boss Battle 3. Yeah, I'll bring it up on YouTube.
Okay, next turn I think I might toss a... Or you could just attack darts. Sure.
No, I don't need extended versions.
He can actually dodge. That's surprising. pretty sure he's immune to
State
status.
track
I
38.
saw the fear disappear on him. I'm just trying to do as much damage to him as I can.
So yeah, Lloyd uses the same music as the Virage.
Ooh, good. Actually, that.
I guess it's just the generic super boss theme, for a non-elemental super boss theme or something.
I thought.
Well, not super boss, but like boss battle.
Oh, all right. All the Virages are non-elemental, right?
All the Virages are non-elemental. There are no elemental Virages.
Wait, is there a boss theme for different elemental bosses? Is that what you're saying, or no?
No. Just as far as I can recall, this theme is only used for the Virages and Lloyd, which are all non-elemental. Of course, I don't remember if there's any other bosses that use the theme because it's been a long time. Might be a good time for Healing Fog on Albert. Should be above Healing Rain.
I was gonna use a healing breed to heal up.
The other two don't need healing. Dart's still got
Right.
2,000 HP left, but Albert's hurting.
And he just attacked Albert again.
Oof.
Oof.
Anyway, attack with Albert. You got to keep the pressure on.
I was thinking of putting another storm on.
Oh, has your Rose Storm worn off?
It's been past 3 turns, I'm pretty sure.
Alright, well then use it again.
Because I have only 1 bar, thankfully. Come on.
Rose Storm.
That will cut the damage again. Good. And Albert is gonna go out. Thank you.
Yes. Go. Yes.
Multi means button mashing.
I know.
Respectable damage.
Oh, that's gonna probably hurt a lot.
Not really.
Oh, thank God. Ooh, there's some good damage.
Oh, Mirror's turn again. Speedy.
And I think now is the time for some of the powerful ones.
Yeah, Lloyd's actually got the same speed as Haschel, so he's going to be faster than Dart or Albert, but slower than Mirror.
Let's just start with a frozen jet right on him. See how much damage this
Oh, I don't
does.
think you've used this before. Good time to use it too, since it's not going to be useful in this area or the next. So,
Plus, it's water. It's her element, so
And pop.
oh, that's good.
Also, your audio's sounding a bit weird again.
What? Oh, my mic audio?
Oh, that's a bit better. I don't know what you were doing, but
I wasn't doing anything. So hear me out. I'm almost thinking go Dragoon.
I
and
can't
do a
understand what
regular
you're saying anymore.
I'm almost thinking of going Dragoon and doing just a regular attack combo on him.
I mean, you have enough MP for another final burst.
Sure. Yeah, the only one that can't go is Miru. She has way too much. Come on. How much
Whoosh.
HP does this? That was a lot.
Yeah, the main thing is that you cannot be in Dragoon form on your own, on his turn, because he will just mutilate you. He will always target the Dragoon.
I'm guessing you've learned that the hard way yourself.
Oh yeah, most people who played this game for the first time did.
So you're sparing me the pain.
He should be almost
Right.
dead now.
Yep. So basically you're sparing me the pain by telling me that ahead of time.
That means he has less than 1,700 health left.
And I just dealt a set of 400.
So one thing I will say: do not use any light element magic against him. Downburst, great. Do not use Spectral Flash against him.
At least from this point on.
Well, you need it for later. Okay, so yeah, hit him with the downburst. That'll do good, respectable damage to him. It'll do the exact same damage as the Frozen Jet. I really like the animation for this one. It's just so smooth. Boom. Whoosh.
Ooh, that's some good damage. Yeah, there we go. Oh, here we go. The long-ass animation again.
That's gonna hurt. Albert is barely going to survive this. Actually, no, Rose Storm is still up, so he's only going to take like 700 damage.
Can I just say this is the longest of the animations I've seen so far on this game? This is the longest of all the skill animations I've seen so far. Also, I ask again, what the heck is he wearing?
Yeah. Lloyd actually has a really low magic attack, but his, but the base damage of the
Lord.
spells are insanely high. Ow.
Oh!
Well, attack with Dart. You need him dead. Meru will get her turn before he does.
He dodged!
And that's
Albert's
not
going
good.
before Meru.
Keep attacking with Albert. You gotta deal that damage. You win.
340. He dodged.
There was a janky bit of his animation that clues you into whether or not you've just won or not.
Ooh. the hell is she doing here? What the fuck? But what the fuck just...
Revenge denied! Lloyd lives this day!
You've gotta be fucking kidding me! Oh god, I'm not looking for... What? Well, that's, wait. Don't tell me. Please, game, do not tell me what I think's gonna happen is gonna happen. Please.
And in the end, you only got 300 gold off that fella. I mean, for this game, that's a lot, but still, rude.
Yeah. Okay. Wait, don't tell me. Please, do not. Okay, I was worried for a sec. So what, I now just have to get out of here?
Yep. On the road again.
In that case, once we leave, once we get out of this place and back on the world map, I think that's what we'll call it. Because now that all that's left is to go after Emperor Diaz, right? Right, Sturm?
Hmm? Yeah, you're going a different way out of the glacier than what you came in from. You're not going back to town.
Yes. Go.
Wrong button.
Your next stop is Imperial St. Gloriano.
Which means Emperor Diaz was actually the true...
He was the emperor of Imperial St. Gloriano 11,000 years ago.
11,000... How old is he?
I don't know, but I will point out that Rose is the one who said that's impossible because he died 11,000 years ago as a hero.
Yes. Go.
Wrong button. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm speaking too early, but the reason why I was thinking, like, please don't tell me, it was I literally thought Lloyd was our last party member.
I can barely hear you again. I don't know what's going on with your mic there.
Yes.
Nothing should be going on. I don't get what's going on here. Like, is this still working? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Yeah, no, it's... Still doesn't sound great.
I don't know what's going on.
That is better, though.
How about now?
That's better.
Okay, I just pulled my mic closer to me.
There is still a slight echo in the background, but nothing as bad. Well, not as bad.
It was now directly up at my face.
Yeah.
Black Rain. Yeah, Mr. The reason why I was saying, like, oh no, please don't tell me, was because I literally thought we were about to say Lloyd was our last party member.
I'm not saying nothing.
I appreciate that.
I'm not saying nothing.
And again, I appreciate that.
One great thing about these freeze knights is that they don't move when you hit them. So it means the background behind them doesn't move when you're trying to hit those squares.
Yes. Go.
Doesn't help when they change things up like that.
I forgot they could counter. I forgot Moonstrike could be countered.
Ow.
Yes. Go.
There we go. That takes care of that one. I don't know how long it takes for them to finally level up their Dragoons. 'Cause I'm hopefully trying to get... I'm hopefully trying to get Albert to level 4 at last.
Time to leave the glacier.
I have no idea what that glowing purple stuff is, by the way.
Probably remnants of the fortress. You gotta go down to go up. Probably remnants of the Tower of Flanville. Tower of Flanville was a floating fortress used to subjugate and exterminate humans.
And hey, it's the merchants. Right?
Yep.
I don't know if they offer a place for me to rest for.
They do not.
Heal. These guys are new. I've never seen these. Rocky turtles.
Oh, actually, one of those merchants you should probably talk to. They sell weapons. One of them sells weapons.
Oh, time to head back after this fight.
One's an items merchant, one's a weapons merchant. One of them sells you a weapon that would have been useful about 5 minutes ago.
Yes.
That would have been great to know.
I forgot he sold it. I usually get it at a different location, so I didn't know he had it. Wow, they even countered it and everything. And you still got it. Nicely done.
I messed that one up, but at least he's feared.
Yes. Go.
Those counterattacks really mess you up, eh?
Either they hit the wrong button, or the timing gets really too short after the freeze of the counter.
You're hitting that one too slow pretty consistently. Meru's additions are all pretty speedy.
Okay, so this is the weapon one. Let's see what he has. Oh, he has the Mind Crush for...
Yeah. See how much of an improvement that is? That's almost double
Yeah.
damage for Dart now. The Battle Axe. The Flambeau. And Flamberge with a chance to stun. Virulent Arrow with a chance to poison. This would have been useful. Significantly so. Because that would have almost halved the magic damage you were taking.
And this probably as well, from the looks of it.
Not as much.
Should I still get it for... these three characters? I mean,
For Meru, that is still an improvement, because their magic defense is pretty high at base, but the physical defense is quite nice.
For Miranda, that ups it to 25 and just drops it down to 40.
Now, there's a special thing about these guys' name, by the way.
Maybe it doesn't matter much. Ooh, actually drops it magic defense down to 35 for Rose.
So these
Hey.
merchants, by the way, little thing about these merchants. Their names are the names of these merchants are literally just first, second, third, and fourth. Well, these guys are second and fourth. It's literally their names, and they have segundo and tercero. Literally, those names mean second and third.
Where's the first?
They mentioned that they have two brothers somewhere else by the name of Primero and Cuarto. First and fourth. Weird naming scheme, but well, whatever.
Yeah. Should I give Miranda the robe?
Yeah.
The only one I don't think benefits the robe is Rose. I mean, just.
She would, I guess. I mean, on the other hand, her physical defense isn't lacking, really. But you also don't really have to face many white magic enemies. Well, light magic enemies soon.
Might as well.
A lot of physical attackers coming up. And remember, you still have the stuff in your inventory. You can always change back if you need to. Morningstar can be sold.
Knight's Helm can be sold. The breastplate can be sold.
The Heat Blade, because you have two of them, and both are not as good as what you have now. Diamond Claw
Diamond
isn't as
Claw.
good because you have the Brass Knuckle now.
We got to Helm.
You gave him the Dragon's Plume, which was better.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't even need to sell these, really.
I know, I'm just getting...
Sell the other
out of
Heat
my-
Blade, you really don't need either of them. Dancing Dagger, Bemusing Arrow. Maybe hold on to the Sparkle Dresses.
To all of them? Or at least one?
At least one. You know, in case you ever need some magic defense for one of the gals rather than physical.
There we go. God, that's a lot of money I have. Every time I look at it, it's a lot of money I have. Like, holy crap. It's this way to the part I have not been. Okay, so now that's gonna probably call a good place to end it then.
Pardon?
That's probably gonna call a good place to end the stream.
Gonna call it here?
I mean, what's up ahead?
The world map?
I'm already at the world map.
Oh, yeah. The snowfield. Plot, and plot. So maybe, yeah, probably a good place to call it.
Alright, hopefully tomorrow you can get back to me on what days you'll be free.
Well, I'll know what my schedule is tomorrow.
That's what I meant. I'm gonna go walk my dog, but overall, holy crap, that was a lot of stuff there. Like, Lloyd actually, he's not in our party, but he's actually going with us to see Emperor Diaz.
I'm gonna speak with, yeah, he's gonna, it's plot from here on out, so with some fights interspersed.
Oh, well, that's actually cool. I did not realize I could do that.
An optional boss fight that I'm going to make you fight.
What'd I do?
Anyway, yeah, there's an optional boss fight coming up that I'm going to force you to fight, just to mess with you.
I hate you. No, seriously, I hate you for that.
Don't worry, it's not the ugly one. It's not the boss battle that I hate.
Still, I hate you for that. I'm not forgiving you for the barrage, and I'm not forgiving you for, even though that was not option. Even though this one's not optional, I'm not forgiving you for what's her name that went
Linus.
berserk at the site. Linus.
Anyway, and other than that, there's only one there's only one boss fight coming up anytime soon, and it's optional. So, you know.
Oh, so it's pretty much mostly plot before the end of Disc 3 at this point.
And regular fights, yeah.
Wow, I actually am surprised I'm nearing the end.
But Disc 3.
And then
There's still an entire other disc, and Disc 4 is surprisingly packed full of stuff.
Wait, so Disc 4 is not like other last discs I've seen in games, like games that where it's just like the final dungeon and the final bosses?
It just occurred to me there's a lot more to Disc 3 than I thought there was. Never mind. Disc 3 is not almost over.
Okay.
I had to think
Thank
about
God.
it.
Thank God. I would have been surprised.
No, never mind. Yeah, no, this is, you're almost at the end of Disc 3. Never mind. I just checked.
Jesus, so that means next stream.
Disc 4 is cram-packed full of things.
So again, it's not just the final boss and final dungeon in Disc 4.
No, it's not just the final dungeon.
Okay, good, because there have been too many times that it's done that for other games. That
Disc
have
4
multiple
has 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 4 dungeons on it.
Okay, so that pretty much means we're almost nearing the end.
All of them are
Yeah,
the biggest dungeons in the game.
Good lord. We might have to dedicate a stream per dungeon in that case once we get
I
to
would
the
highly
end.
recommend it, especially since one of them is the worst dungeon in the game.
So next stream, hopefully, we'll wrap up Disc 3 and then Disc 4. I will probably take at least a month, if not a 2-week mental break, but to prepare for the insanity that's going to be Disc 4's term. So I hope you wouldn't mind that after Disc 3.
Yep.
Because let's see, for Disc 3, I had to go through.
Oh, so Disc 3, what have you gone through? Well, you
The
landed
Mirage.
you landed in the harbor and helped Tio and Fa. After that, you get a special scene where Shauna gets knocked out. You defeat the Beast Wolf. So yeah, you defeat the Beast Wolf Camoy. Rose departs for a bit, visits a village, meets up with Luana. Meru meets up with her family, gets kicked out. You have the scenes at Leningrad where you get some plot. Disc 3 is full of a lot of videos. I think that's what takes up so much. Why Disc 3 feels a lot shorter than the other 3.
Or I was more so going through all the insanity parts. Like,
Let's
there was
see.
that one guy that you said was harder than the Ghost Knights. There was a stupid barrage that you told me that after I won, that I could win the entire fight by just guarding.
Well, to be fair, it wasn't until halfway through the fight that I found out you could win it through nothing but guarding. I didn't realize you got the same rewards for the timer running out as you did for the DPS. Anyway, then you had the Forest of Magic.
Then I had the stupid jewel.
King reawakened, so you had to go to the Wingly Forest, go to Cadessa, get the Dragon Block Staff, so that's 2 bosses there. This Camway was a boss, so that's 3 bosses there. A whole bunch of plot videos back in Leningrad. Defeat the Divine Dragon, so another boss there. All the stuff that goes with that.
Lloyd was, while not as bad as some of the other pains, kind of a pain himself.
Then you get to the Race for the Mirror as you go through the Glacier, and then there's only 2 more regions left on this disc. But yeah, this part of the disc game is a shorter disc than the other 3 because of all the videos, but also, Bleach.
Yeah.
There's disc 4 content that can only be accessed by going back to disc 3. Specifically, 4 optional boss fights and the optional super boss are all actually on are all tucked away on disc 3 instead of 4.
Those optional bosses I might do if I ever do a bonus stream after the main story, but that's all I care about, the main story right now.
The optional bosses and the super boss cannot be accessed after a certain part in disc 4.
Well, once you tell me, well, how about this? Once you tell me we're getting close to that part, you can remind. I
can barely understand what you're saying.
I'm saying, like, once we get to the point that I'm almost at the part that once I hit that point, I cannot access those bosses again. How about you then remind me to make I
would say fight the 4 optional small bosses and completely ignore the super boss. Like, on disc 4, you will get a special way to get around that'll allow you to go to those boss fights. And that would be the best time to do it. It'll prompt you to switch disc specs to disc 3, which as far as I know you can do. But, don't fight the super boss. Putting aside that to unlock the super boss, we have to figure out which Stardust it is you've missed, because you've missed one. And you need all 50 Stardust to access him. He's also just plain bullshit.
Oh. Okay, then fair.
Like,
Either way-
not bullshit as in super difficult, not bullshit as in plot stuff. No, he's bullshit as in it's just plain unfair. And unless you've been preparing for the entire game to face him, you're probably not going to beat him.
Okay, so it's pretty much like similar reasons why I don't like that boss in that Birth by Sleep video I showed you. Like, it's completely bullshit unfair.
Yeah, it's just completely unfair.
Yeah, that's the kind of hard I do not like.
Yeah,
I do not like. I prefer to win via skill, even if it's hard, than just feel like it's so unfair that I have to cheese it.
You can't even cheese the fight. That's the problem.
Yeah, then that's a big no for me.
At least Lloyd can be cheesed, because if you have someone equip an amulet and then give a talisman and then have them go into Dragoon form, he will repeatedly spam his instant kill attack on them. It won't work because of the talisman, and everyone else can just ruffle stomp Lloyd. That said,
Okay,
I don't even think you have the talisman.
do I? Yeah, I want to check real quick before you end off now.
Yeah. It's an accessory that I believe there's only 2 ways to get it. One is on the Phantom ship, and one is in Cadessa.
Stern?
Oh, you have it? Yeah. If you had equipped that on someone and had them go Dragoon form for a few turns, Lloyd would drop everything to repeatedly attempt to instant kill them and fail every time.
You know what's funny right now, Stern?
And he wouldn't use any of his party-wide magic attacks.
The fact that you actually chose now to tell me that.
Well, of
When I
course.
probably would have probably would have gotten pissed when you told me that after the Lloyd fight. But
Oh, I was going to
now,
tell
I
you
just
immediately after, but I forgot.
So you would have had another moment of me getting angry at you and you laughed.
Anywho.
But you messed up the timing and I laughed instead.
Anyway, I suppose we should...
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna... Once we know a date I can do this game, we're gonna finish up Disc 3, all of Disc 3 next stream, and then I'm probably take a little mental break to prepare for Disc 4, because 4 dungeons, that's gonna mean probably 4 entire streams dedicated to those dungeons.
Yep, let's see.
And one of those 4 is the final dungeon, correct?
Yeah. There's 4 dungeons on Disc 4, one of which is the final dungeon.
Yeah, I think once I think for the 4th one we should at least end the stream before entering it, so that way we can just go in it and do everything up to the end game.
And if next disc on Legend of Dragoon, teleporter mazes, bureaucracy, and feels stabbing, I guess would be the words here.
Oh boy. Anyway, thank you all for joining, and I'll see you all possibly Thursday for some good old Luigi's Mansion to end off October.
Anyway, yeah, that's it for tonight.
This was the only spooky stream of this week, because most of the only non-spooky game I've been playing lately was Kingdom Hearts, and
I mean,
boy, if I can't. What?
I mean, what's spooky is that the stream even happened in the first place. It's like a ghost coming back from the dead. Woo!
Suddenly, Ghost Nights appear again.
Anyway, yeah, I bid you adieu. Have a good night.
Again.